So Gordon Ramsay swears I can cook the best steak in 10 minutes. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna try. Never done it before, but I've watched a couple of times. Let's see how it goes. The first thing you gotta do is make sure that you let the steaks rest for 20 minutes and get them to room temperature before you throw them into a hot pan. You absolutely have to have tongs, he says that. And then I watched a couple other things, so let's see how this goes. Oh, make sure and flip them. Was it every 30 seconds or a minute? I'm gonna go with a minute. So when you put it in the pan, make sure that you set it away from you. My burner is off. Set it away from you. Away. I'm going to throw some of the juices that I have in the pan. So I seasoned this with minced garlic, some garlic and herb seasoning, salt and pepper, seasoning salt, Worcestershire sauce, and a beer. And I finished the beer because you should finish the beer, you shouldn't waste it. That it should sizzle when you put it in. I didn't hear it sizzle. Your aside and turn it up. Go and add in there is some rosemary towards the end. Going on in the pan. It's sizzling a little bit more, then I will flip it. Right, sizzling. Look at the bottom. Probably not Gordon Ramsay approved, but we're just gonna go with it. The one thing that I don't like about this is like I don't have a cast iron skillet. And I would prefer to be doing this in a cast iron skillet because all of the seasonings will go into the skillet and it will continue to season that skillet over and over again. Ideally, that's what I would like to be working with, but not today. Not let this overcook. I want it to be medium rare. I do like a little bit more of a red steak. I like the tenderness of that, and I want it to be juicy. Again, it's my first time, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to sprinkle some rosemary on there, and then I'm going to go in and throw some of this marinade on. And I'll flip it one more time. I can still see that it's incredibly tender. Throw some butter on there to do a final caramelizing. Most of the juices are cooked out, and so that butter is going to throw that last bit of caramelizing in there. not a whole lot of juices left in the pan, and I'm going to take what I can get and throw that on there. I'm going to turn my heat off. Not everybody likes it pretty raw like that, but I do. And let me tell you, it's real good. Okay, so what would I do different? I would definitely make sure my pan was hotter yet. I'm on an electric stove, and it's something that I have not used for several years, and so I'm still kind of getting familiar with it, so I would definitely make sure that it is hotter. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Still kind of testing out the marinade, and I think it was not too bad for a first try. One of my favorite things about these steaks and this marinade, I personally like it, and I like to take the chunks. Sometimes I'm only going to eat half the steak, and I will cut these up into small chunks. If there's any marinade left in my pan, I'll throw it in a small dish and put it in the fridge, and then I will add this to the tops of salads. It goes great with whatever your favorite nuts, dressings are, sometimes some fresh fruits. Cottage cheese. Oh, just getting hungry. Thanks.